Hi and welcome back, Tenno, to your Trumna video. Trumna is not an easy weapon to acquire early in the game. First you need to get blueprints from Entry Daddy when you are at rank 3 with them. Then you have to be with rank 3 with Earth folk and go around Star Chart doing fishing and farming all different resources. In the end there is only one question. Is it worth it? It's worth every second. And thank you all for recommending us our next favorite weapon. Primary fire shoots fully automatic hit scan rounds that explode in a 1.6 meter radius. Every kill from the primary fire charges the alternative fire, and after 5 kills you can hear a distinct sound to notify it's ready. Alternative fire launches mini meteor and can bounce up to 6 times. If you think it is not a meteor, wait till you fire it for the first time. Let's jump into the builds. Viral plus / build starts with Hunter Munitions and Galvanized chamber. Galvanized aptitude is used instead of serration because the weapon has 4 different status types to work with and give you status chance as well. Primed cryo rounds is used for more upfront damage and increase the likelihood of viral procs. If you don't have the primed version, use the standard versions, that's fine as well. After making viral with malignant force, for critical chance we have used critical delay to get most out of the alternative fire. Weapon has a noticeable recoil, so stabilizer installed to manage recoil better, and primary merciless is used to give a better reload. For the final mod we have used shred because our aim is to kill 5 enemies faster to use the secondary fire. You can use a faction mod for even more damage to the primary target and those within 1.6 meters, it's up to you. Not having serration affects your damage for the first kill, and after that it should be fine. As you can see, there are 4 status effects are on the target that is about to die. Let's test this build in Steelpath. Having shred or primed shred will help you a lot with filling the power gauge for the alt fire quickly. Since punch through is removed on the gun's alt fire, you don't have to worry about alt fire not going off like some other launchers. But as good as it is for filling the alt fire gauge, shred or other fire rate mods will have no effect on alt fire damage. Where having faction damage mods will give you a great damage boost. So, pick your mods keeping that in mind. When moving to the corrosive plus heat, we have selected a headshot focused build for you. All 3 galvanized mods will be used for this. Although this build has only 3 status types compared to the previous build, galvanized aptitude is still better than serration. Critical delay is used for this build instead of point strike to improve weapons' ability to score orange crits. The way we have used Forma limits our build to only use one 90% element mod, but you can use both 90% mods for more damage since this is not a status focused build. Finally, primary deadhead was used to increase the headshot damage and completely remove the recoil of the weapon. But if reload speed is still an issue for you, you can use merciless instead of this. As usual, let's try the performance while the enemies are brainwashed. And afterwards, we can test the Steelpath. This build is really effective against enemies in the Cambion drift. But alt fire can cause self-stagger, so if you can put a primed sure-footed in your warframe it will help a lot in survivability. When using primary deadhead, you have to play around the weapon's 5-second reload time. Since weapon is not able to use tactical reload mod to replenish ammo, that comes down to a job that you need to do by hand. But most of you should be good with this by now. As you can see, we are trying our best not using Zephyr's ultimate during this Steelpath video. This is because if you shoot enemies with alt fire while they are under the effect of Zephyr's 4th ability, alternative fire will charge up from the killed enemies. We will add a clip of that at the end of the video for the record. When looking for a Riven, look for Toxin as high priority stat. which you can use to replace the Toxin mod in both builds. As for the other two bonuses, getting critical chance and critical damage works well with applying Hunter Munitions in slash build, and more red crits in headshot build. And if those options are not available, damage or multi-shot never hurt a weapon also. As for negatives, look for zoom. Although this is a hit scan weapon, the alt fire has a travel time, so don't use projectile flight speed as a negative. That concludes our Trumna weapon and builds guide. Once again, thank you for recommending the weapon. If you have any more suggestions, please comment below and we will definitely look into it. If you liked this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for our channel to help us grow. We do have a minute clip, the interaction with Zephyr's ultimate and Trumna. Not sure if this is a bug, feature, or a bug that will become a feature. But if it turns out to be a bug,
don't cast that spell. It's too dangerous.